about 50 years from now, you'll be sitting back and go, oh man, I wish I was busy like that again.
Yeah, probably,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do like staying busy, but I don't know. I'm like teetering on more vacations. So
Yeah. Well, that's the other phase. Once you get when you're almost there, you're gonna have it to where you have enough staff, enough automation, enough things going that you could just manage everything above the trees. You know.
I love it. I manage everything above the trees. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you want to talk about right now?
So thank you guys for everything. I feel like I've run out of, you guys have done everything and pretty much checked the boxes on everything, and I want to renew you guys and set up a next level. Like there's some fine tuning I want to do and all that stuff. So I wanted to kind of outline what that would look like.
Okay. So you tell me. What does that look like? Like, what do you
So
want done?
first of all, let me double check. I think I upgraded to AIOSEO. Is that something you guys needed me to do?
Well, you were using it before, and they expired. So,
Yeah.
the fact that you did it, what we did is we tweaked it a little bit, but we don't know your SEO goals. So once we find that out, then we can do some SEO, and we'd have to charge you for it, but we do some SEO. And is that what you need? Do you need like what do you think about when you think about your standing in the internet? Do you have your brand out there? Can people find you easily?
No. So I think I have an okay brand out there, but I really put this whole thing on pause while I worked for another company for the last 4 years. So I want to redo all that, and I'm open to you guys' suggestions. So as you can see, I'm building the team. I still want to fine tune this a little bit. Um, and I'll send you some changes and suggestions and stuff like that, and we'll get a quote on that. And then I do want to have you help me with SEO. Now, I just set up the YouTube channel for Go Franchise. I think I have a Facebook for Go Franchise. I don't have a specific Go Franchise um, Instagram or anything like that. I'm not sure what else I need. So I want some direction in setting that up and some help setting that up. I've talked to a couple companies like, there's this company that posts, is like a social media hub where you do one post and it goes to everything. I don't know if you guys help with that sort of thing, but, I'm vaguely aware of all of the things that I need to do, but I don't know exactly what I need to do next. But
Sure.
yes, I want to brand us and I want to drive people to this. Um, so there's that. And just the reason why we did the WordPress thing is because I just wanted to clean it up, you know.
Sure. Okay. So basically, you, your business is going after a certain segment of the national. It's a global audience, right? You're not just
Mm-hmm.
stuck to the United States, right?
Correct. I mean, I like to so the E2 visa or business visa clientele that we attract is probably 3 or 5% of our business.
Oh,
So my
okay.
theory
Okay.
is, maybe I'll give 3 or 5% of our investment towards that segment because every once in a while there's like a doctor in Mexico City who's getting ready to sell his practice and retire. He has real estate in the states, but now he wants a business, so he'll find us, and that's great. We can take care of him. It takes about a year to a year and a half to take care of that client all the way to business close, and we make some money on it. But the low hanging fruit for us is people in corporate America, or people that just retired from 25 years in the military, and they're looking for something to do, or the people in corporate America that are like, man, I run locations for this company. Yeah, they call me vice president of operations. I do everything for the C-level people. And we hit them up and we're like, hey, you ever think about owning a franchise or owning a business? That's who we want. We want them to find us, and we'll help them. And we, we educate them, show them all the different options, and then introduce them to brands. So we want those people that are searching. I don't want to compete with all the search engines for this franchise and that franchise. I'd rather steal people that are in career transition. Right now our whole franchise, our Legion thing is setting up, and this is another project I'll have you guys help me work on. We Legion people contact them and saying, hey, we got your resume. I have a software for pulling resumes, and I could direct, I could get just VP of operations, VP of sales, area developer, and they say, hey, I see you're looking for an opportunity, blah blah blah. Your resume is amazing. I don't know why you don't own your own business. If you looked into franchising, and they're like, maybe I don't know much about it. Well, let me introduce you to Susan or Mike or Chelsea, and then we help them from there, and then we get a finder's fee for introducing them to the franchisor. So people that are in career transition, looking for a job, those are the people. But really, the website is more for validation. They go there and they go, okay, these guys are legit. Validation and education eventually.
Right.
But eventually, I'd like to create some videos that we put on YouTube and those things, and those are more the lead gen. Like we do a segment on what does it look like to exit corporate and own a franchise? How do you get funding for such a thing? What are the main things you look for in a franchise to make sure it's solid? Those things. And then post through social media and YouTube a lot of the educational videos that end up being links to our website that validates, and then they become a lead. Does that make sense?
Oh, for sure. And what you just said right there is what's called AI SEO. So it's questions that people are asking. You would have the top spot and explaining it, and on the right hand side, you would have a website mentioned that would take them to a video or take them to a thing and talk about it, so that the person that is asking questions they're more connected than a basic organic search result or pay per click. And then every time they're asking these questions, they see your brand, and it just adds to reaching out to you. The thing about what's happening now, more and more, like Cody Sanchez and a bunch of others are saying, hey, why start from scratch? Buy an existing business. Take your experience and do it.
Yeah.
So this is where you're in line with that, and so you could really, I could see how this is a perfect time for you. So yeah, so basically we would we'd work on the reputation, and do you have clients that would give testimonials?
Yes, we have lots of those. We just have to reach out to clients to
Yeah.
give us
Okay.
testimonials.
Yeah.
And that's a whole campaign. Like, I don't, we've done deals over the last few years, and we haven't really capitalized on that. Getting not only their recommendation, but also getting referrals from it.
Right. Yeah. And so when I went to your Google business page, I don't see any reviews, and there's it would be, so taking who you are and getting it out on the web so others can see it is a big thing. That would get your reputation enhancement, would be something that you would get, would carry a long way, because there's so many people right now that are pitching what you are on the surface saying, and if they were to see that you have reviews, you have content, you're in social media, you're everywhere they go, then it's that contactless conversion that happens. So basically, in the sales world, they say, oh, you got to contact somebody 12 times before they buy, whatever. But what I do contactless, reach. So basically,
Mhm.
the person Google's asks a general question, and then the more questions they ask, the more they see my clients, to the point where
Right.
when they're ready, they're like, oh, I already know these guys. And with social media, they see your story, they see the testimonials, they see the education of what they should be thinking of, or techniques to make their search easier or make their transition easier. It just all comes together, and you get easier clients. Like today, I was talking to a client, and he's like, I don't know what's up, but I just gotta. And for him, his price point is about $500. And he goes, I got a client that I didn't have to send a proposal to. They just signed up for $5,000 worth of work. And he goes, and he's been with me for probably 8 years. He has SEO, and he has a thing called AI SEO, where you ask questions and
Mhm.
he shows up, and that's the key. Like, and do you,
With you, or you sent me? Can I work with Glenn?
yeah,
Love it.
stuff like that. So basically, I can put some stuff together, like the next phase. Here's what I would recommend, and then basically we go from there. So based on what you said today, I went and marked the Fiverr gig delivered. So please,
Mhm.
accept it,
I'll do
and
that
then
now.
get us 5 stars, and then they're going to send another review. Please give us everything, check everything, and all that stuff. But then I'm going to be basically sending you an audit. I'm going to look at everything, all your social media, your Google My Business, all that stuff, and I'll send you an audit, and I'll say, okay, here's what I would do. Thank you for doing that. Here's what I would do to get to the next level, and then the the thing that we come to the table with is, we're not just an execution company. It's not, you can take the stuff off the shelf and put it in the cart, but we will custom fit it, and we'll follow up like an employee. Your biggest problem is you're too busy. You need someone that
Yeah.
can watch the progress and report back to you, so that you're managing 1,000 things, but you want to look to the side and say, okay, my reputation, my internet presence, it's all going good. And you want to be able to have someone that you can go to quickly and get that. And then any kind of thing, let's say you're in one of your seminars, and they bring up a point about something that you first go to Chat GPT, and then you come to me. So, like what I do is, I'll be somewhere and I'll ask it, and it'll tell me stuff, and then I interpret it, and then I have my answer. So it'd be, we would just be in line with that, and then make it to where you have a better assessment as to what's up.
Nice. Yeah, you're right. I'm busy, but I just brought in Susan as my president, so I'm I'm ready to grow this thing.
Yeah, sure.
So, so I'll do the finish the reviews for you, and then you're going to do an analysis on what you can do for me next. I've got a couple small other projects I'll shoot you to, so you can build that into the proposal, and I'll be clear on what I want and why I want it and all that stuff. But yeah, once we have all that stuff, I'm ready to rock and roll with the marketing and figure out how we can build something that'll generate us leads
Okay,
and also validate.
and would you want something like what I have? Who is, why would I hire Mike Handy, or why would I hire Go Franchise?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll
Absolutely.
put that in there as well. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good.
So I did search my name. It wasn't too bad. Um, But yeah, definitely, I'd like something like that. And man, I'm so far, I'm really happy to work with you. I thought it was brilliant how you gave me a little bit of help, and then a very reasonable quote. So I think you're a reasonable guy, and you definitely come through. So look forward to working with
Yeah,
you.
and we've been attentive, right? You haven't had to chase us down. We're
Absolutely.
coming to you. So
Sometimes they chase me down. Great. I appreciate that.
sure, no problem. Okay, man. Well, I'll be sending the proposal to you tomorrow. And anything you find, like, so let's say tonight you look at the work we did and, oh, we need this or, oh, we need that, just email me and we'll get it done.
I definitely do that. There's a couple things I want to do this and that, so I'll put that in the email. But we can build that into the proposal, the thing too,
Okay.
if it's future. But anyways, appreciate you, Glenn. Look forward to working with you more.
Yep. You too. Thanks, Mike. See ya. Bye.